Canva animation tools bring your designs to life, but where do you start? Well, today you have a top template creator for Canva in your back pocket to share some of the quick and easy ways I use animation to bring my templates to life, so you can do it too. I'm Donna Moritz, Aussie Canva verified expert and super creator designer of templates for Canva's library. I help organizations of designers and non-designers create on-brand, high-impact visual content at scale. And I've partnered with Canva to share my top 3 go-to animation tricks to animate templates that have been downloaded over 27 million times by Canva's users. Canva animation features give you so many ways to add movement. I use a combination of these, and in this video, we'll break down some templates to show you how I do it. We'll look at 3 key animation features I use and a bonus tip that I believe is the secret glue that makes animations shine in Canva. The first one is create an animation. This is the cool animation feature that allows you to add custom animations that catch attention. Second is transition animations. This is a super powerful way to create a transition between clips in your designs or between pages. It adds professional movement that makes your designs pop. And thirdly, Canva's page and element animations. These might be the most obvious animation features in Canva, but used in the right way, you can get some wow factor. And of course, my bonus tip to bring it all together. And it's useful to remember that there are 3 key ways to animate any design. I'll leave a link to another video on this in the description, but these are adding video footage to your design, using animated elements and stickers, and using page and element animations like the ones we have in Canva. Number 1, create an animation, which is a custom animation tool in Canva. These are all examples of templates I've created for Canva's library that use create an animation. Can you spot it? It's that sliding movement of the highlighter pen. It's the scrolling frames. It's the scrolling brightness bar, and it's the cool movement of a sliding toggle. All of these use create an animation. To use this feature, simply highlight any element on your Canva editor and then click Animate. Then you'll be shown a menu of all the animation features, but what you want to choose is create an animation. This allows you to create a custom animation path. Now, all you need to do is select and drag any element around the canvas to create your animation. So in this case, we're going to drag the paper plane around just to create my animation. Now, it's a little bit jerky because I'm just using my mouse. So I can go in and make some more setting changes. I can choose smooth or steady. They're slightly different in how they render, and I can speed it up, but don't go too crazy. So once you have your settings right, if you like it, then all you have to do is click done and you're good to go. Now, a hot tip that I use in all of my templates is to press the shift key while you're animating and you can get a really straight line. So I'm just going to delete that path here, and now we're going to move the plane while holding my shift key, and you can see it's perfectly straight. So if you want to animate something in a straight line, this is the best way to do it. Don't leave it to chance, use the shift key. Let's go behind the scenes and work backwards a little bit. I just want to show you where the animations are on these templates. So with this one, if I highlight this section here, you can see it's grouped. I've grouped the frame with the images. If I click animate, there's a little faint purple line here showing the path of the animation. Same down the bottom here, click animate, you'll see a purple path. Now, if I play these, I've dragged one to the right and one to the left. You can see I've set my speed, set it to steady, and of course I use the shift key to make it stay straight. So let's just play this. Okay, so that's how I did that animation. Let's take a look at another one. This one was a little bit more complicated. I had to make everything line up. But again, these are slightly advanced animation techniques. I'm starting with the wow factor and then we're moving back to the more simple animations. But if you can use this in your designs, you can get some really cool effects. So with this one, I animated this section here. Again, if I click animate, you can see that there is an animation path here, and all that it does is brings that bar upwards so you get the slider effect. So let's play that one. Okay, pretty simple and very custom. Okay, the next one is a little toggle. Let's just zoom in a little bit here. So you have to come in and zoom in, and then you have to be really careful with how you drag this across. Select the dot, click Animate, create an animation, then hold the Shift key and drag it to position. Then this is a good one for adding a smooth effect. And you're done. Totally steal this idea for your own social posts. Number 2 is transition animations. Think of these like the glue that holds together your story. A transition between a design page or a slide can bring your design to life. Canva has inbuilt transition animations that make this super easy. Transition elements can give the illusion of elements moving across the page, like in this example where the arrow and the location button move. Or it could be something like this where the lines on the template move from one frame into another. And in this next one, the sections of writing move across the page using a similar type of transition animation. I'll show you all these transition animations in a moment, but I'm going to start out with my favorite, which is match and move, and that is the one you've just seen on the previous examples. For match and move to work, you need the same elements on 2 separate pages of your design. So in this case, these 2 lines are the same on both panels or pages. Now to find transitions, hover between the 2 pages and you'll see the transition button. Add transition, and then you want to choose match and move. As you can see, there was some movement there. Let's play it. So the lines move between the pages. Now let's adjust the settings to make it a longer duration and see how that affects the movement. As you can see, speed can change things up a bit. Now in this example, again, I want to copy the element from one page to the other. They're in different positions on each page, but that's the idea. With match and move, it's going to move them from one to the other with the transition. I'm making it a little bit more transparent on the second page as I copy these elements over, but essentially the same element is on both pages. It's just in different position and there's transparency. Okay, so once I have that set up, you can see here we've got the match and move already set up as the transition, so it should move the element from one position to the next. It's the simple movement of elements, but it adds a nice effect. Now let's take a quick look at some of the other transition animations. We'll break down this template to show some of the other transition animations. As you can see, I have multiple pages or panels here. Now let's go back into the first one and just hover our mouse between 2 pages and we can add transitions. As you can see, there's a number of options, including match and move, which we just looked at. We've got dissolve, slide, circle wipe, color wipe, which brings in colors from your design, or you can edit them as well. Line, wipe, match and move, which we already looked at, flow, stack, and chop. They all have different effects, so just hover your mouse over, play around with them, see what you like. You can edit some of these effects to control the direction. I'm going to choose dissolve for the first one, and then we just go in and do the next one. So for this one, I'm choosing the circle transition, and then for this one, let's go with slide. So it just slides across the whole page. And as you can see, I can edit the duration or the direction of that slide. And let's add for this one, flow. I like this one because it kind of cruisily moves everything across the screen. Then a quick preview, you can see all the different transition animations, and they really do keep people engaged when they're watching your content because you're constantly changing it up. But I have a way to show you how to do this much more easily than manually. I do it manually as a template designer, but you don't have to. I know I said there's a bonus at the end, but this is a bonus. Use Magic Animate to do this so much faster. Using the same design as before, we'll click Animate, and then Magic Animate. Now this is a Canva Pro feature, but it's pretty amazing. You get all of these different styles to choose from, and as soon as I click one, it will animate the entire video, all of the text elements and the transitions. So we're going to choose playful, and you can see it's chosen circle transitions. Sometimes it gives you a mix of transitions, and it's animated all of the text across the video and the elements as well. It's an easy way to animate designs. And of course, the third way to animate your designs is animated elements. And by that, I mean the huge selection of page and element animations in Canva, like the text and element on this one and on this one, animating entire pages with page animations, animating just text with cool text effect animations, or effects like neon and so many other animations that you can apply to both elements and text. We'll use this design to take a look at page, element, and text animations. Click Animate, and then you're shown a whole bunch of page and text animations because I have text highlighted. Now, the page animations are great because with any design, you can go through and just scroll over the different choices and you'll see how it renders in the Canva editor. I like that pop one. Another one that I really like is neon. And if you click in on any of these, you're given the option to adjust them. So whether the animation is on entry or exit and the intensity. Now, some of these features are pro, like the intensity slider, but you can do a lot with a free account with animations. Now, if I click on text, you can go again and scroll over all of the options and see how they look in your design. I like some of these like merge and burst, and clarify is a really cool one as well. So there's lots of new animations coming in all the time. I suggest you come in and check this out on a regular basis. Then you've got some of your classics like pop and tectonic is another good one. There's so many here. Now, if I click this image, you get a different set of animations. So you can animate photos or elements in Canva. So as you can see here, I can make this phone, this retro phone pop, or make it appear in really cool ways. We can do photo effects like rise and zoom. And I really like these down at the bottom, these add-on effects where you can make things flicker or pulse. Now you can control the intensity if you're on a pro account. I think this is probably a little bit crazy, especially this one here. If we use wiggle, it can be quite hectic. So just maybe use the intensity and control for that one. This is another thing you can do. Here's another template or design, and you can use some of these new featured TV retro kind of animations. So they allow you to sort of introduce a photo in really cool ways. You've got like ink brush, TV effects, all sorts of really cool animations. So again, check this out on a regular basis because Canva's always adding new ones, and have fun with it. I'll look forward to seeing what you create. Now, I'll add this link in the description, but if you want more information on all of these animation effects, then go to canva.com/create/animated-videos. Phew, that's a lot of animations, but as promised, I have one more bonus that will take your designs to the next level, and that is element timing. Now, element timing is a type of animation that allows you to control when elements appear on your design. It's all timed precisely depending on what you want to achieve. So in this case, the testimonials come onto screen in a spaced timing manner, or in this one, I've timed the way that the conversation pops up on the screen, just like a normal text conversation. And in this one, the way the elements appear on screen can be timed with music. So if you're timing something with music, or you just want to space out how things appear on screen, this is the animation tip or effect that will take things to the next level, and it can really customize the way everything appears on your designs. I'm going to use this simple Instagram story to show you what I mean. If I preview it, it's pretty static other than the button popping up. So we want to make it roll out almost like you're singing the song. So let's click one of the elements. You can see here this purple line shows that that element covers the entire duration. So does the text we just called. So I'm just going to move it over a little bit so it starts a little bit later. Then we're going to move the to say a little bit further so the starting point is later than that again, and then we love you will come up last. So I'm staggering the text so that it comes up at different points in the video that we're making. Now we'll preview it again. We just called to say we love you. I'm not going to sing it, but you can see that now I'm controlling the point at which the text comes up, but I want to give it a bit more motion. So I'm going to hit pop in the animations, and that will give the pop effect to each of these sections of text. So we'll do that for all three. And while I'm here, I'm just going to click the phone and give that a little bit of animation too. So we're going to scroll right down to wiggle. I think that's the best one to use here, but it's way too wiggly, so I'm going to reduce the intensity right down. A hot tip is that you can right-click and hide the element timings or show them at any point. So let's right-click and show them again. And you can see they're all laid out here. That looks pretty good. So all we need to do now is preview it. And hopefully we've got a nice little ad. I like the way the text's popping up. The animation of the phone is great, and it's a great little animated ad. To recap, use Create an Animation to create custom animations. Use transition animations to bring your entire video to life. Use animated elements and the entire library of page, text, and element animations available in Canva. If you feel like taking a shortcut, use Magic Animate. And use element timings to make your video stand out. Try Canva Animations today and go to canva.com/create/animated-videos for all the good stuff. If you like this video, please subscribe. It helps me create more content for you. And don't forget to check out the next Canva video on the screen for more strategies to create amazing visual content. And as always, get creative.